Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is BattyPrincess, I'm your hostess for today, and we are here back with Elysium. How is everyone doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. It's been what, 1, maybe 2 weeks that I haven't streamed because work and I had a pain in my leg. That is thankfully subsiding. It's way better today. It still hurts a little tiny bit, but it's way better. I can finally walk after 3 weeks. Oh god. Happy the stream just started.
Another month, another many days spent loving and appreciating one of my best friends in the whole world. Love you dear, less than free.
Love you too, less than 3 too, my dear. How are you doing? Are you at work right now or are you resting? Like, how are you doing, my dear? Thank you so much for the resub, I really appreciate it. You're resting? That's good. So you're gonna enjoy watching me play Elysium. But yeah, I'm back to the game. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of what I was gonna do. I know I had to talk to the Hardy boys about Ruby and etc. I don't remember anything else because it's been, like I said, 2 weeks that I have played this game because of my leg, so I'm a little unsure of what I have to do, so I have to check the journal. I was gonna ask if you saw my news, but I saw you like, yeah! I'm happy for both of you. It's shocked to your friend, Spirit by the spirits from rules. No. I have to check these 2 things. Maybe now that it's in the morning, I can do that. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Question Glassy, we can do that. Let's do like this. Here's the plan. We're gonna talk to Glassy first about the autopsy. Then we're gonna go return to the body on the beach. After we do that, then we just check with the Ravers if we can talk with them. If not, it's fine. Then we're gonna check the boardwalk for bullet traces and the island for bullet traces if possible. And then we're gonna make Titus give up Ruby's location. I'm not gonna focus on the rest because they seem to be no important things and time is running out. So yeah, it's very nice to have Kim back with us. I'm gonna hang with her again VR chat a little bit before work tonight. Should be nice. That's cool. Also, I didn't know VR chat could have you could have not safe for work avatars on VR chat.
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. A ray of...
Interesting. Okay, let's talk to her.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
We have concluded your autopsy and we would like to ask questions about Lely.
Let's see. I wrote down the nickname Lelystad. We have questions that might help solve some gaps in our field autopsy. I'm sure my colleague has a few of his own while I take notes.
Just doing the right company, not in fully public. No, obviously, yes.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations,
That's cool,
recorded
Happy.
neatly in blue ink.
I wish I could play VR chat more often, or that I could have my own avatar. That would be cool.
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive
By the way, how is
summary.
the audio? Is the audio
Cows,
okay?
Silos.
It's been a while. Like I said, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks because of my leg, and I was tired. I was taking the medicine, was like making me very sleepy, so I was tired all the time, and I didn't feel like streaming. Plus depression. Ugh, God.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together was in Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
I mean, he was a soldier, like... Even... Like, if he was in a commander position, the stress from being in such a position and combat situation would age you up.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The adversary one.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was a map of his service history?
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?"
Okay.
And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible
Which, by the
things
way,
in
third
every
world
single
is
one of
an
them.
outdated term. You were the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
I think we're finished with this line of questioning. I give back the lieutenant his
All right.
notes.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Is what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
I got this. My age, I think I'm...
Yes.
I'm in my early 30s, a rough 30, I live it up.
You're a rough rider, but not in your early 30s. Do you want to know the truth?
Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
So... why morning? Oh, I need to unlock. Sure. Okay, he's gonna think about it for 7 hours, trying to remember how old he is. Okay, now that we're talking to her, ask another about the tattoo's possible meaning. Who is this another? Let's check the body on the beach now. Can I teleport from here, please? I can, good. Hey Ken, there's a body over here, we need to investigate it, and I can't do it by myself.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
Could this structure
wind
have been used to
has
take the
blown a
shot?
set-
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Okay. Oh wait, this is not where the body was. I'm glad that time doesn't pass as you're walking about. Oh yeah, let me check. Kim, do you have new dialogue?
Yes?
No, okay. I
Yes.
want to see this dialogue. Hold on, hold still a moment, try to smell Kin.
The lieutenant's posture becomes rigid, and he smells like a man. A perfectly normal man. Wait. There's something there. The lieutenant's aftershave, a common drugstore brand. Strong hints of pine needle. Strange, you're not getting any strong ideological whiffs from the lieutenant.
Do you need something, detective?
I was just wondering what brand of aftershave you use.
It's nothing fancy, just plain old Tiger Super Special. Are you thinking of, you know?
Do you think I should?
The lieutenant considers your mutton chops for a long moment. A slight grimace crosses his face.
Sorry, I'm really no expert on this sort of thing. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
Okay. Can you imagine shaving? I'm not shaving Harry's beard. He looks great on it with this. I already made him lose the expression that he had at the beginning of the game. Okay, so I went the wrong way, but now I remember it's over here that the body is. Yeah, he's still over there.
There's some tear. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Hold on. Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk?
Oh yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pox.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
I'm gonna ask this just for the sake of asking. Could it be related to the lynching?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? 2 suspicious deaths in such a short time frame.
You're right, connecting with the lynching is a stretch.
Without any further evidence, yes.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
I don't know if I want to take this case. We have a main case to solve. We don't have a lot of time, that's a problem. Now let's be good people. We found this. We found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Okay, and also I need to let them know. Oh yes, good Kim for reminding me. I need to tell them that I found my gun and my badge. Like I have everything back to me. Okay, let me see. Can I see anything from here now that I... Oh, there you go. Now that I'm here, maybe I can examine more for like the shot things, the shooting position.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Hailostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean
Wait, what was that
anything.
about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a
I'm gonna ask
cybernetician
him
from
for him.
Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Research and development.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth.
I don't
has
think I've
taken
ever heard
hold
of this
the
Feld
collapsed
Electrical.
roof.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that, Ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
A tape computer.
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for
You're
R&D.
saying that Feld Electric built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics.
What happened to
History
the
had other
engineers, the
plans.
company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Tape computers, right.
Tape computers.
What did the revolutionaries do with these advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
How did these tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
He did it. He said, Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Leave him alone, it's the name of the place. It's like when you meet... what's his face? I forgot the name of the admiral in Mass Effect 2, and he has a ship called the Quib Quib. I forgot the name of the admiral.
What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juice, what are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Come on, there's no place called the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center of Arts.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Okay.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
I want to ask
But of
something
course.
else.
What else?
Great, thanks all for the interesting
No,
information.
thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
I like that the voice in my head is like, whatever. So I wanted to go inside the building, but I don't know how.
You see,
Because I feel like if we go inside here, like, look, you can see there on the roof. That's where one of the possible locations for the shooting, I guess, but I don't know how I could get there. Let me check something real quick back here, because I did see something. No, this is just railing. It looked like this was like something I could step on and walk from here to the back here. But no, okay. Let's go to the car. Oh, hi. Who are you, gentlemen?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do, I'm just testing you boys.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Rivisholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking.
Oh, maybe we can
in
do this to talk
youthful
to Cindy and get
ideas.
paint. We can say like, hey, the guy sent me.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're pissed and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into a Nordic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
A threat? Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too.
Yeah, the other answer
Stay light,
sounded a
man.
little too aggressive. And the other one was too, like, non-authoritative. We need to be a little more, forceful.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join
And what
them.
makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does
Oh,
one
don't start.
know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I'm not going to entertain you with this any longer.
Sure. Understandable. Fuck, and I appreciate your effort, though.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Oh, why does your jacket have PS written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Water sports, okay.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
What he said just went over my head.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one
It seems to
field.
me like that they're just
even if it's
two
rather
guys that
narrow.
want to be rebels for the sake of being a rebel and have no place being in a gang or doing something like this. They should find something to do with their life. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket? Also, my fluffy Mao, welcome to the Batcave. How are you doing, my dear? How are you doing? I'm doing okay, thank you so much for asking. I'm happy to be streaming again. Earlier than usual today because I'm unsure if I'll have time, if I'll be able to stream in the evening. So I decided to stream earlier. But I'm happy to be streaming again now that my leg has been healed and healing better, and I'm not taking, like, not super depressed. How are you doing?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
That is a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
I'm melting in the heat mainly due to humidity. I understand you. Where I live is also very humid, so when it's hot, it gets really hot. Thankfully, it's been very cold these days. Not rainy, thankfully, but very, very cold to the point that I'm using like 2 blankets and wearing 2 pants, 2 pair of pants. It's like, it's very cold.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious.
Sir, you're a Twitter
Sticking your
user,
dick
just
into the
posting
void.
nonsense.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
He doesn't.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Definitely a coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
Ask for the jackets. You know what? Sure. Sure. Let's try. I need what? Half-life? Half-light? Okay. Half-light. I don't think I have anything that increases half-light. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I'll hydrate myself, thank you so much. And for the stretch, thank you so much. I'm gonna stand up. It's very, very good to stand up, especially because my leg is still not fully 100% healed yet, so it's good that I stretch it out. And don't sit down for too long. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so I have nothing to increase my half-light. So I'm just gonna try.
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss. Look who it.
Let's try.
These guys aren't
Ah.
scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to worry.
You know what? I really don't want to go through the conversation. I'm just gonna load the game. I'm not gonna save scan. I'm not gonna try again right now. But I just don't want to go through the conversation. Please tell me I save a quick save after the conversation. Okay, I did. Okay. Let me use a car, please.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me to the 41st again.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'm happy to report that I have found my bad Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
And I'll tell them I lost my gun. Listen, I've actually lost my gun too.
10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days.
I have successfully located my 9mm Villiers pistol. It's on me now, and I won't lose it again.
10-4, sir, roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report.
10-10, over.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Okay, there you go.
This is Precinct
Then,
57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through the hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and a little leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Milligan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh, from 10 a.m.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you
Oh, I didn't realize it opened so late. 10 a.m.? Okay, what can we do now? Oh yeah, we need to check with the Ravers real quick. And I need to find this. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. I don't know where this is. But yeah, let's go talk to the guys real quick. Now that we have Kin with us, maybe Kin can interject, maybe, question mark? But what is this?
Come on, get in. Sorry.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Thank you so much for the lurk. It's always lovely to see you too.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Yeah, I need to increase my logic.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay, well, let me look for... I need to find a place where the bullet holes are. So, it's the boardwalk or the island? I think the island, I will need to talk to Joyce. The boardwalk is here. I have... Like... Where do I check for sniper shots? Here? Like, I'm really tempted to just look up online where the location is, so I can check if it's... If I'm just dumb and I've been running like... in the wrong place the whole time. Because the place is kinda big. Like, I don't want to look for spoilers about anything, I just want to see like, where's the where am I supposed to go? If it's here, how am I supposed to enter? Because I don't want to waste too much time, I don't have a lot of available time as well, so... Maybe on this back part of the boardwalk, maybe over here. Oh yeah, to go there you have to go all the way around, I forgot. Okay, I'm trying my best to find like where I could go. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here, and I don't know. Okay, what is the name of the mission? Determine where the shot came from. Determine where the shot came from. Disc Elysium. Because I have no idea, I just want to see where. Yeah, there's a lot of Reddit things. Okay, someone said it is something story related. There is no orb that appears for this check. You will eventually get this task done as you proceed with the game. So it is badly explained. That is something that you will slowly do with the game. Okay, so shelf this for now. We can talk to them later. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meanings. The only thing I can think of doing is like talking to Rudy about Hardy about Rudy. I'm gonna load just because I don't feel like walking all the way back to the teleport, and we haven't done anything there. Okay, let's talk to them, see what we can do.
Wait, no. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Are they Ever's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you. And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, I guess I'll look everywhere else then. No, we're gonna talk to them. What are you talking about, game?
It's you again. What is it?
Okay. Okay, I talked to Glassy, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Do I want to say this? This is gonna make him mad. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you wanna push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Okay, logic. We need to increase our logic for this. Really? No, this increased my logic way more. Okay, let's try again.
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostile cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Hi Remixer, how are you doing, my dear? Welcome to the Batcave, I hope you're doing okay. I am doing okay, thank you so much for asking. I'm just a little bit tired, but I've been healing and I'm happy to be streaming again now that I'm not feeling as depressed and bad as before. And I'm also not like super tired because of the meds and the pain on the leg.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke?
No.
That's a lie.
You know that's not the case.
Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again.
Oh, we know what that is, but... You know more stuff in Warframe, so I'm... Oh, Warframe! I wish I could play Warframe again. It's been 100 years since I played. You're doing good, you're good, being such be good. Also, did you find context in Warframe? Did you know they had a pregnant mommy surfing? I did not. That sounds interesting. No, I've only been playing, these days, I've only been playing, like, Dead by Daylight, Fortnite, Sky, Children of the Light. And I've been also going back to No Man's Sky after not playing the game for like 4 years, and it's been very fun so far. But no, not Warframe, sadly.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
Ruby could have gotten to the roof from somewhere inside the whirling.
Nah. The only way up there is through Clausius.
No, there's the door. There's the other door. How much do you guys know about this place?
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
There's a locked door in the kitchen and another on the roof. Ever been through those?
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot. Tell you one thing, I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty.
Have we firmly established Rudy could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly? Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I didn't say I would prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
All right, cop. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last
Oh, I love this.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covered for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugenie, let's assume you kill him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on a trial with your friends as a part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. This is the only option he cares for.
Oh, not option, opinion. He... the narrator read the wrong word.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay, we're making good progress. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me, as in the RCM?
No, you, as in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Don't forget the funny tie too.
How can I forget? You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
This is more evidence that, like, Harry's a good detective. Like, when you play him as a proper, cop investigating, you can see that he's good when he's not under the effects of alcohol. So what else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up. Like
oh, so I'm famous.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cock, Titus. This cock.
Wait!
But she was too scared.
We had an ex-wife. What if she's the ex-wife? That thought just flashed into my mind. Oh no. Maybe not, but it would be funny and interesting.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. Okay. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale
Is this
something.
related to the church?
I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
I'm gonna go back to the church immediately. It's not much, but I'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
He shook my hand. This
Not
is...
just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
No, I'm not gonna piss him off. Just think it.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
There we go.
Yes?
Good job. And now... yeah, we have to... I sincerely feel it's the church. Where I can level up once. I really want to level up my logic so I can talk to the guys again. Okay, we've convinced them. We can leave now. Oh.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours?
Yeah, and?
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clausia. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
So far, no one has mentioned here in the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come anywhere from the coast.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
I don't think about this.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Yeah, no, leave her alone for now. Let me see. Yeah, let's go to the church first of all. Do we want to try... I'm gonna try to talk to the boys again, why not?
Come on, sorry.
You go ahead. I'm sure you will feel...
So logic, level up. Let's see.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Please?
Nothing jumps out to
Damn.
you. How about you get out and breathe? The air...
Goodbye, officer.
I hate when this happens. Well, at least we have one more logic, I guess. Before I go to the village, I really want to check inside the church for a quick moment. I want to check, is the lady that is messing with the computer, is she blonde? Red-haired? No, she's not. Okay, so it's not her.
Yes?
What is this? I'm getting. God, there's so much stuff that I have here. No. Let's go to the village then. Let's start talking to you.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it.
Well, how can I assist
be seeing
you?
What about the old lady? Because she's the one that gives the key.
The policeman. What can our village do for you?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
But do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Ruby was here. You know it. Ask her about lodgings.
Actually, is that free room still available?
Changed your mind, did you? I thought you might. Won't find a better deal than free. Don't make this old woman regret giving the police the key to her house. Here.
Okay. Before we do that, before we go inside the house and check, we do need to go back to the car really quick. Because it's 10 AM and the library is now open, we can talk to them.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
This is Precinct 57. Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Mejean, a reader.
Billy Mejean, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Mejean's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says.
Cape Side Apartments. Oh, the apartments over here? Martinez, Cape Side Apartments. Okay. Do you have any other information on Billy Mejean?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Mejean? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Wait. I mean, they could be a gay couple. So Billy Mejean, I'm just gonna ask it just to exhaust the possibilities. Billy Mejean is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me.
Okay, so
Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Husband and wife.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you, that's all from me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see.
Okay, let's see. So go to Billy Mejean's apartment to deliver the best apartment bills in North Martinez apartment 2. Oh, the apartments. Okay. The apartments up there. I don't know why, I was thinking of a different location in the game. It's those ones in the back.
Whoa, What have we here?
A bridge?
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation.
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks bad.
I got an achievement called Unbelievable Boring Fuck. Say 7 incredibly boring things. Thank you. The Lieutenant, think about the splinters.
The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
That's funny. I mean, it's a boring thing, but it's an observation. Ooh, we should talk to the girl first.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering? What do you smell? Nothing. Or at least nothing in particular. As far as you're concerned,
my perception is so small.
Your nose seems to be purely decorative. Absolute rubbish. Your politico-olfactory cortex doesn't deceive you.
You mean from Cindy?
The smell, certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters. A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Anyways. Apartments 20. We're gonna check that in a moment. Yeah, let me just talk to Cindy for a moment, why not? Hi, Cindy.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Peers and Fuck the World send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are cool. Can I be a skull?
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
Okay then, how's that?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Is she gonna tell me to piss off and get away?
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous, you bring the sirens.
She's making a valiant effort to come off as a nihilist, but she's really just an angry little commie. No wonder she was talking about the streets flowing red. That's what happened during the revolution.
So tell me, what is it like being a skull and a communist?
You got me, pig shit. I don't make for a very good skull. I like animals too much. Simians and pigs. But I'm still gonna write some damn good graffiti-o on this wall.
Her voice sounds different when she speaks this candidly. Older somehow.
Hey sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
I know deep down that you bleed white. You're a communist, and admit it.
Well, well. Sounds like quite the snout you've got there. Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Do you know where to find him?
I might.
Will you tell me?
No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Come on, Sandy, from one communist to another, help me out.
Oh, fine. I'll help. But first, I want something from
Kim
you.
is probably like just facepalming this whole time.
She's got you by the balls, Chief. And she intends to squeeze them.
What's that?
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna
If
be
it's
bad.
something bad, I will not do it.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
Sure, we can do that. Oink oink.
Wow, that was easier than I expected.
Yeah, sure.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you. You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily.
Whatever.
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of.
It's pretty whatever, so it's fine.
Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m.
10 p.m., okay.
And you might just find them.
Those are helpful. Thank you, Cindy.
Hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without
Do you know
one.
the passphrase?
Sure, I do. Steban trusts me.
But you're not going to tell me, are you?
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then.
Conceptualization 18. Do I have anything to increase conceptualization? I don't think so. And it's not something that is that important to level up. So I'm not gonna bother with this at the moment. So let's go inside and look for apartment 20. Do you know where apartment 20 is?
Give me a moment.
I'm looking for Billy Mijan. Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Majans in apartment.
Okay, one of the doors upstairs. So let's check out on the balcony over here. This must be it.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Hello? Who is it?
Is this Billy Mijan's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Oh, I'm so sad to tell her. Hi, do you mind if we look around the house first? Oh, I feel kind of emotional just about the music in the scene.
It's you from the book stand.
Oh.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. Condensation. From stepping inside, he must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse. Is he in the hospital? How bad
I
is
actually
it?
feel emotional about this.
How about some small talk before you break the news? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
No, we have really high empathy.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God, do I just say he's dead like that?
Yes, that's the most important thing. Use that word. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Medina, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Medina, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It's still early to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we will let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Yeah, no, don't say that to her. It couldn't have been longer.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you? I really like this dialogue option that is just coming naturally to Harry to say that he's a good guy. I'm keeping him off alcohol and drugs. I want him to be a good guy.
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
Oh.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. If the death is actually accidental, it's such a heartbreaking death. Yeah, Kim, what do you want to talk about?
You did well.
I could have done more.
You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right, this is close then.
Let's go.
My god, I feel bad. Oh yeah, let's go back and do the actual main case now. Let's actually do our jobs. The main job, not our jobs, because this is part of our job. I feel very bad about her because we did have a talk about like books and stuff on one of the first days. Can I please teleport? Can I please teleport now? Damn, you're really gonna make me walk all the way around. Oh, can we talk with Joyce for like a second? Oh, she's not here anymore. Went to the village on the coast. See you there, officer. Wait, is Joyce in the village and I didn't see her? Like, is she there today? Checks. I'll make it a save here just so I don't have to spend time doing the teleporting again. Okay, so she's here? She is actually. Oh god. Hi, Joyce.
I'll just keep the Cordeleche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordeleche red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
Oh, let's talk about Cindy.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse? And who is this scamp, anyway?
No matter. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it? It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Say nothing.
She could easily just...
You detect a note of longing in her voice. It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. rifles with splintering stocks, and swords, tens, if not hundreds. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the revolution. The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Do you know how they discovered this place?
This island?
No, they're in Celindian, Isla.
No, I don't know how they discovered it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now, we have time.
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit?
I found my badge, by the way.
By love, you did.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer. She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Thank you, that's all for now. Okay, well, she respects me way much now, I guess, after doing this. Okay, let's investigate the little, the shack here.
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Okay, let's see what's in here.
The bed is comforting.
Oh, this is actually a nice place. I can actually stay here instead of paying 20 real to the guy. Ooh. I can increase my logic with this jacket. Oh, God.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
You're shaving the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops.
Yeah, no, I look good.
Pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
No, we're fine the way we are.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Look for it.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Bullet, interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
You've got one bullet. So if necessary, I can use my gun once. Okay, old lady. Let's talk to you about this.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people.
You're very nice. When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Ken, she must have heard your Kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cross a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Okay. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might
Oh, do you think she's in the bunker?
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
What more do you want to know about? Yes,
Okay, just checking.
let's hear those other questions.
What jacket is this talking about? Oh, I can't see. I found this jacket with this. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. One thing,
She really means it.
Oh.
It's an honest plea.
she's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Okay, we got a new jacket. Paint threshold, half light, minus drama. Okay, I'm not gonna wear it now, but we have almost the full set for the outfit. Let's teleport ourselves to the... Oh my god, I have to be inside the village to teleport. I wish the teleporting was a little more lenient. Let's go into the building now. The boardwalk. It's true. Yeah, it is true here. Yeah, so that's why the game was like, I look online and people were like, no, just play the game and you will get the thing because we enter from here.
You see, above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Listen to the wind. Okay. Let's increase our shiver. What can I do here with shiver? Okay, so this. This. Okay, let's try again.
The once bright mural
Please.
towers above you, saying suddenly,
Come
all
on.
is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds.
God damn
the wind
it.
has died down or gone behind
She
a
could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back.
I could level up my shivers. If the game allows me to.
The once bright mural
Please?
towers above you. A breeze, like
Oh my
a quiet
God.
sigh. Go to the children of the big sea.
What the hell was that?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were. On the...
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
I think I need to talk to some kids in the village.
When you're ready.
My god, okay, fine. Let's equip this back on. And this. I keep failing every skill check, and I hate that. Find the children of the big sea. What about the children in the village? Like the actual little kids that were playing marbles? Can I teleport now, please? Thank you. If this game has mods to teleport faster, I would install that in a second. No, not you. The kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied
What
to
are you
the
laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking, just wobbling around like he's afraid of something. You will never get an answer. That's how it is with these little idiots.
I'm not gonna call them stupid. Kids, have you seen any bad people around? No, kids, have anything strange happened lately?
We heard bad words and said, I got in trouble. Bad words. Bad words.
Okay, what happened?
We just heard funny voices. We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble.
Where did you hear them? Did you overhear someone say them? Was he on the radio?
Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head.
Voices from another self. Voices from a deeper self. Voices from early schizophrenia.
What do you mean you heard them in your head?
You know, I heard people talking, except just in my head.
Okay, what did you hear?
It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up. DJ Flatio's Big Boy Davey single is here. Buckle up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear. Turn up the volume. Blow those speakers out. Now here's no. Don't say bad words, stupid.
A word when you're done.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Bye, kids. Take care. Yes, kid?
Detective, about what the twins had to say. I believe they heard something. And given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. I don't know how they heard it, but I know the station they imitated. So they must have heard it somehow.
What channel was it?
Speed Freaks FM. Yeah, local station, known for its kinetic music and aggressive style.
Sounds a bit rough for me. I like teenagers in my radio, I think.
Yeah, anyway. Weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business.
It's a mystery, though. Mysteries are a business.
Yes. Mysteries like who killed the hanged man are our business, not this. Besides, maybe it was just a radio they overheard. They might not be old enough to know the difference. How would they have heard the voices?
Then Ruby have advanced radio know-how?
The lieutenant shrugs.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the twins didn't know it was a radio they were hearing. The washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here. Let's ask if she heard anything before moving on. After you.
Hey, lady.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you heard a radio on the coast in the last week or so?
A radio? Ah, no. We play no radio here. There's one in the shack, but it's never used.
Any ideas how the twins could have heard Speed Freaks FM?
Was that the nonsense we were spouting? Huh. No. I have no idea where they heard it. They've been in earshot all week.
Are you sure you
no
didn't hear
radio.
any radio playing?
Viziers know every sound that belongs to this coast. I would know if I heard anything different.
We good, Kim?
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this.
Thank you, Kim.
I'm ready when you are. Thank you, ma'am.
Anything else?
Goodbye, I'm off. Okay, let's go back to the car.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Oh yes, I level up my half-light, right? So I can do the talk with the guys again, because I said I was not gonna save Scun.
That ride is
Hey, piss. Look.
Yeah, I did level up, so I'm gonna try again. Oh wait, do I have anything for half-light? Oh, I do. This.
That ride is fucking
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
Thank you.
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Wait, how?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
You're not even prospect and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we wanna be a cool Killer Skull shoe like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Yes, the jackets.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Yeah, go live your lives, kids. Get
The
out.
lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I don't know which one is Ken. I'm gonna trust that the game is telling me that, and this is true. Since you said you're more of this one, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell, go undercover hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked
Yeah,
us.
go home. Don't mess with gangs, please. Okay, what did you drama and authority? Half-light. Well, I'm not gonna wear either of them. I'm gonna go back to my little jacket. Okay, now that we did this, let's go talk on the telephone.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, I need you to connect me to Speed Freaks FM.
Come again, officer?
Speed Freaks FM, a radio station. It's for the case.
Okay, officer. One moment. I have the GMS on the line. I'll connect you now.
Yo!
Hello, is this J Mesh?
It is. I got a few minutes before I gotta go back on air. What can I do for you, cop man?
I'm just calling to confirm. Did you debut a new track from DJ Flash you a few days ago?
An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking.
Okay, but what is the song called? I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, that is the song. An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking.
Okay, let's move on. We talked to some kids who said they're hurting in their heads. Do you know how that could be possible?
Is that what this is about? Listen, it's not our problem if kids decide to tune into River Shaw's hottest station.
So now they play it on the radio, they heard it in their heads. Do you know how's that possible?
I don't understand. Are you asking if we can, like, play our station into people's brains?
Sure, first radio can't turn out. You'll make a killing on ads.
Speed Freaks FM is elective listening, man. We don't want to force the people to adopt our thinking. That's fascist bullshit.
Okay.
Right, well, no. We don't force radio into people's heads. Don't know how you even do that, man. Was there anything else you need to know?
No, that was it. Thank you for your time.
Nah, man. Thank you. This has been an absolute pleasure. Later, cop man.
The party has terminated the call. Is there anything else I can do for you, officer?
Press the button labeled save and turn on Speed Freaks FM.
It requires no adjustment.
Spoke to the wildest cop and rapper show.
Oh, the rate is already set to the...
Didn't even get his name. But whoever that mystery cop was, we salute him.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
That's a J Mesh, that was Speed Freaks FM.
The lieutenant is resolutely silent, staring at the console.
Oh man, you should have told me you liked them. I could have asked for a shout out.
I don't listen to them.
It's okay to like what you like, him.
I don't like it. I don't know how that channel got marked.
Okay, Kim.
Just leave it alone. He clearly doesn't want to share this with you.
Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
This is Precinct 57.
No, I'm done with the radio.
57.
In the cabin, you see...
This didn't really help much, huh? Okay, let's... Oh, King wants to talk to us.
Okay, about that call, let's start from the top. There's no doubt the twins heard Speed Freaks FM. I still don't know how without a radio, but they did.
Hello, Kuka, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the good luck. It's not a speed run, but I appreciate the good luck. How are you doing, my dear? We're not any closer to knowing how they hurt you, though, are we?
No, we're not.
I think it's the church. Guess we're stuck then.
The lieutenant turns his attention away from the coast. Back to you.
Not necessarily. We've learned something. No idea what.
I'm doing okay.
Something
I'm happy to be streaming again after 2 weeks not streaming because of my lag and pain. Change the avatar? No, it's still the same avatar. It's still the bat. Oh, you mean like... Yes, it's a new avatar. It's still the same bat. Yes.
Did we ask where the kids were when they heard the voice?
No.
We could ask where the kids were when it happened. And detective, thanks for this. It's been interesting.
Thanks for this. It's been interesting. That's interesting. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's talk to the kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy
Real
kicks
quick,
a
boys.
stone while the
Real quick, boys. Where were you when you heard the voices?
There. We were there.
Ha! I knew it.
Full circle. Back to Feld, then. When you're ready.
The boy turns the rock over in his hands.
Bye, kids. Take care. Okay, let's go to the building then. What is this game? This is called Disco Elysium. It's a game where you play as a alcoholic cop that forgot everything and he has to solve a murder case. It's been very interesting and really good so far.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical.
Oh, encyclopedia. Okay, I have encyclopedia stuff. Where is it? This one? Okay, let's try it.
The once bright mural
Come on,
towers
97%.
above you, saying, you know a lot about radio. Enough to know you have no idea how or why those boys heard Speed Freaks FM in their heads. Knowledge like that isn't just obscure, it's unknowable. Dangerous theoretical facts like that are probably protected under the coalition government's Articles of Dominion. Title 14, Article 7C. While an expert might be able to suss it out on their own, a layman like you has no hope.
I've never heard of that movie before, Amnesia.
You don't know how it happened, but the stores of your knowledge are vast, and there is something crucial in them.
What's that?
You know where Ruby isn't. She isn't in the fishing village. She's not with her bullet under the floorboards in the
She's
shack.
in a bunker.
So where could she be?
I think she's in a bunker.
You've searched the whole coast for Morel's traps, just as you didn't find the Insulindian Phasmid. You did not find her. You've even entered the church, met Tiago and Sorna. Some criminals seek sanctuary from sacred buildings, though the sanctuary laws were abolished decades ago. But Ruby wasn't such a one. And you do know one thing about radios, Ulan. Ruby dabbles in advanced radio theories. Ulan, the Speed Freaks mystery. It might just be
Does that mean she's here?
If she's here on the coast, she'll be here. And besides, something weird happened to the twins around here. It'd be nice to know what caused that. Another fact for your collection.
Where does he go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay, now let's equip back our stuff. This and my hat. Okay. Let's save it here because we're making good progress. So if I try to climb,
a rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
Teleport. No, I'm not gonna teleport. Let's look around for an entrance. The problem is there is none that I can see. There doesn't seem to be anything down here. Oh, we could maybe enter from the... What about this old building here? Yeah, we could maybe enter from there. Maybe there's a tunnel from here to there. Damn game, really? You made me walk all the way here just to be like, yeah. You're not getting anything else from me. Then game, okay. Shoot. Waste my time. Let's go back there. I don't see any other way. I might just... It's stupid to say the teleport option, but I don't see anything else in there, and you know what? Being a little weird and saying weird things has helped us sometimes, so...
The rusty ladder leads.
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Come on, Ken, where's your adventurous spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Save or fair. Do I have anything to increase save or fair? Is it? Wait, my save of fare is -1? Why? Oh, because this removes save of fare. I didn't realize that. Wait. I'm trying to organize these things. There you go. Do I have anything that increases save of fare? No? Damn. Do I have anything that is decreasing save of fare? The pants. I mean, why not?
To the rooftop. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate.
It actually worked.
Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear.
No, I'm just climbing.
Fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't glow, just stand there like a samurai master.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed. Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Okay, now let's change back to our usual outfit. I do wonder if I should... I don't want to escalate the situation, so I don't want to pull my gun out. But you know... it's gonna be dark inside, so I'm gonna bring a flashlight with me. Let's not adventure by ourselves. Let's try to find a way to bring Kim inside. Oh, hey, Ken.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while. The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How did you even get there?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
He's quite proud of himself.
At least now we have a quick way in and out.
Yes, we have an exit, so let's get going. Time to investigate these passages.
Okay. Do I wanna pull out my gun? No, Don't escalate the situation. But I have a gun if necessary. Oh, is this gonna end up like under the church? Yeah, we might be under the church. I'll take the money though, it's good. We need to buy medicine later.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Over your ears.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Look back at Kim.
Right behind you, officer.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that right now.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
This must be how the twins heard the radio in their heads. They must have been standing by when she tested it. She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
What's this goddamn pail anyway?
The pail? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself.
Please, could you just turn it off so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Damn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman?
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right, Klaji was the first. You share her suspicions.
Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me it took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. It took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me a human can opener? It's not personal, I opened it up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm not gonna say sympathy. I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
You have a gun.
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really, Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of
I can't
gal.
quite tell. What kind of gun is it?
A knocked away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the
Yeah, evidence.
You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You had a financial incentive to kill the Merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good
What happened
while.
Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Klasha said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The Merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person.
Oh yeah, because she was a spy. So it's either she did it or paid someone to do it, or it's just her spy mind was just like, she was in work mode, immediately like, I know what to do.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Ellie herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Yeah, so either she got someone to do it, or she just got in spy mode and did it, and just knew what to do to save herself.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's a fear of yourself.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you. I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
I've heard of them. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
No, that was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to him?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
you. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Do you think the guy with glasses that we saw in the bar before, do you think he's the leader of the gang? When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Literally, Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. John takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Yeah, I think I know they're in their martinis.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
Cannot be retried. And I can't change my clothes. I'm gonna try it. It actually worked.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
Please work.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Please, just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears.
God, I use all my medicine for this. I need to buy more.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that worked out. I'm making a save file after this. Jesus. Oh, thank you, the game knew. I'm gonna go buy more though. I have money to make a stockpile of that. Let's check this.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
Shine your flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine.
A notebook.
It's a leather note. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently.
Flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations.
Anything
of
personal?
distance, short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues, always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Anything about the gang?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Read it.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in the head.
This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs for the competition.
Look at the cover again.
The thick journal bound in brown leather.
Okay, what's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed?
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Kim, am I really a Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
If you dare. Who do you think killed the merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
But no one heard the shots.
Maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet, who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
This was a good talk. Okay. Anything else on the tent?
The plain red tent.
Okay. So, I think if we go to the church now, things might be normal, because we turn off the machine. Also, let me quick save before I continue, just in case something happens on the way. because I'm happy that we got successful. We successfully stopped her from offing herself. Where's the church? I wanna check it. I wanna see if the noise continues. I wonder if Ken would think I'm a Madre agent if my friendship with him was lower. Hello, lady?
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great.
Okay, nothing. Okay. I do wanna go back to the Whirling Rags immediately, I think. What are my quests? Yeah, do this. Okay, let's go to the car. Come on, let me teleport. What do you mean? Really? Oh, maybe something will happen on the way back? Question mark. Let's walk. Let's see if the village will, if the teleport will show up in the village. Maybe I was just not in the correct spot to teleport. I cannot teleport. Something's going on. Let me talk to the lady first.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Okay, I can tell her about the girl being fine. Okay, let's get out of here and go back to the town. Oh, can I mention my lorry to... No, okay, no, okay. Wait.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this.
King, what's going on here?
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
What do we do? No, the big one is the mercenary at the gates, the scap leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
We're out of time. This is...
The Mercenary Tribunal. No. We have to step in. This is
I
not
want to
going
save the
to
game
end
and
well.
change my outfit. Okay. Stop, this is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire.
No, he's coming down. I can talk to him.
You can't think that way now. This is serious.
Pig fuck!
Easy now, no one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. He'll only get under yours. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
What was that, Rude?
Rip you open.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer. What do you think he does?
No, don't antagonize him. You think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless.
Huh. That struck some chord. A dark chord.
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig fucking mouth off his face.
Lance Corporal, just fucking shut up and wait for your order.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable. He'd rather shoot to kill.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did?
It was someone else, someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
Oh! What if it was the guy? What if it was the sniper? He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, the magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
Listen, he was shot, he wasn't hanged. Listen to me.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen.
Fucking liars.
The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her
I'm so
head,
stressed out.
crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
You're all drunk, look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired, you regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Cole.
The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now, or it'll get bad.
Okay, let me just say one thing.
Fucking waste this fuck!
Please.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Cranell would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
Just a question, who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel?
I am a Cranell Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike.
So you are the highest ranking of the three of you?
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Hold on, who was the highest ranking Cranell?
King Reaper.
As the leader of this group, reconsider your actions. This does not need to end in bloodshed.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Where's Klasia? She can explain this.
Who the fuck is that?
Klasia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Then just ask about him first. Who are you, a major?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortina, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Cortina. Major Raoul Cortina. Friends with Lely.
Okay.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
Listen, you're Lely. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
What do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Lely was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
But 1941, that really happened, didn't it?
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them. Rude here.
In your shit pipes right in the fucking...
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Lely knew how to command.
He was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah, you would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen, because Hayseed Bill and Kipty the Kipt here fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. And you fucks did nothing.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Told us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck! You'll die first!
He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel?
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloth.
Your colonel did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find this killer.
Find his killer. Cop, his killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting him. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
Big talk, but you got him to admit he's a bad leader. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Oh. I'm gonna try to stand.
What's the matter, loincloth? Got your mouth full of dick. Think I'm gonna spare you? My brother is dead.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill me and you never find out who killed your colonel. I've been withholding information.
Rude. Kill him.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Ken, where is Ken?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Blink, think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further.
I'm
Time is
gonna try my best. I'm gonna level up my dodge, I guess. What is it? Reaction speed. No, my reaction speed is very low.
The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Oh. I can't... Oh, it's just bugged. Okay.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. He has to. The rifleman will fire at you again. Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye.
A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow.
I should have taken the shot
evil.
earlier.
And the end. Here it comes. Death.
Damn. Did I really get like the worst ending possible first?
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support
I'm gonna load the game later and try again, but I'm gonna confront Classy this time before I go talk to Ruby.
The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it.
Touch your lower body.
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything.
What parts of me are you missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if...
What do I see?
You're bleeding out.
I'm gonna say this one. No one to do anything with me. No one's to party with me.
Stay with me.
I don't want you to be anymore. It hurts.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard.
Damn,
your
you can die at the
heavy,
end.
And the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away. Almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone.
I was gonna go have lunch now. This is not the time to stop the stream. I'm gonna continue.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Canema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
Is this the end of the
You
game?
see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kim?
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Oh, the room is actually clean. How bad am I hurt?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man, back to that shithole, he says.
They don't care about me at all.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Okay.
I'm sure they're worried about you.
No, they would be here if they were truly worried.
If they're so worried about me, where are they?
I don't know.
That's between you and them, he thinks.
If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Okay, stand up. Let's do this.
Easy now. How are you?
I'm very bad, Ken. Things are very bad.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, just looks at you teetering on your feet.
What did you say, sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
My gun is engraved on it.
Cops like it.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed, but that's okay.
The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse, and drink water.
What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The major gave the command.
Well, what happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it, I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care.
Damn, yeah, this is the worst ending.
Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Titus is dead?
Yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said no one wants to party with you. And you warned me. I was able to disarm the major before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
Titus is dead?
Yes.
And the major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured.
there is unveiled anger in his voice.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
How many casualties on the Union side total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
And that's...
all.
An absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
What happens now, Kim?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone?
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Wait, who you're checking? She's really...
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the Tribunal showing up.
Who did it, Ken? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
We should check Class's room upstairs.
Why not?
I wonder if people dying always happens, or if I should have taken the shot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
However, we are gonna be stopping here because I was gonna end like 20 minutes ago to have lunch, and I didn't because of this whole mess that happened. So I'm gonna be stopping here and continue another time. But this game has been amazing so far. I'm super stressed out and I'm mad that like I didn't take the shot. I really thought this was the end of the game. So I was like, oh, I want to get the good ending. I want people to live. No, I should have taken the shot. There's actually more to the game. And I don't want to, you know, load the game and try it out now. I want to see how this is going to go. And then I can load the game later and see, like, what would have happened if I had killed the guy? Or if I had pushed more against Glassy, if I had pushed more against her. But yeah, it's been amazing so far. We're going to stop here for now, and I'm going to continue on the next stream.